Welcome back, guys. Let's talk about the answers to those problems that you were giving as far as writing search strings. So the first one says, find a Java engineer on LinkedIn who lives in the San Francisco Bay Area. Remember when you're asked to look for something within a specific site. That's called X-raying the site. So to begin that search string, we would write site, colon, and then we would need the domain of LinkedIn. And if you don't know what the domain is, let's go find it. And there it is. There it's located. So I'm going to actually pull that. So there it is. That's the beginning of our search string. But we're not finished yet because we need to find something within LinkedIn. So we're going to look for a Java engineer. And a Java engineer is someone who writes in code, okay? And we need them to be from the San Francisco Bay Area. But wait, guys, we're not done because we're looking for this actual person. If we don't tell the search engine to not bring us jobs, it's going to bring us jobs. And we want to find people. So we don't want to find jobs. So we're going to use a negative. And remember, I'm going to be searching in Google on Chrome, I'm not going to use the word not. If I were on Safari, I'd use the word not. So now I'm going to actually take this search string. I'm going to pop it in my search engine here, and away I go. And if you notice, here I'm starting to get, I actually have some people that are come here. So I can wade through this and actually find people, okay? So let's try this. Let me see if I can find a little more. There we go. So now I actually got people. So if I want to show the result, I am going to take a screenshot. And to do that, I hit Shift Command 4 all at once. And see how I get these crosshairs? I am just going to show my work, just like in math. And now I have a screenshot that I can place to show what I found, because this is not just writing the search string. I want to see what you actually find when you actually do that. You run your search string. Okay, so there's my search string and there's my result. So let's look at the second problem. And I'm just going to go ahead and move this down to its own page here. Okay, so the next one is to define the word periwinkle. Well, that's pretty simple. Remember, we learned about the define tool. So I'm actually going to type define and then the word periwinkle. And I'm just going to copy that and show the results. So as I pop this in my browser, oops, sorry guys. There it is. And I can actually expand it and look at the history of the word, as well as where it comes from, its origin of language, the whole works. And so I'm going to again take a screenshot, Shift Apple 4, highlight highlight. Now just one more trick with creating screenshots. I can hit Shift Command 4 and again get my crosshairs. But if I want a picture of the whole page, I then follow that with a space bar. If I don't want to take that screenshot, I hit Escape and I'm back to normal. So we're going to show our work and make sure this is my right choice. It is. And I'm going to drop my work right on my Word document. And there it is, my search string and my examples. Okay, so my next problem was to find an article on women's roles in society. So notice it's between a specific date. So that's a time range, so I know I'm going to need ellipse. So I'm going to have to word my things pretty carefully here. I'm looking for women's roles and society, and I'm going to use impact or importance so that I know I want either one of these. And 1950 ... ellipse to 1960. So I'm going to look for these items. Notice I use more ands than ors because I have a lot of stuff that is going to narrow my search. And again, let's just I'm just going to pop in here and let's see what we find. And here are my articles. Notice how specific they are. This one looks like good. The 1950s and 60s, the American woman. Yeah, contribution of American women to construction. Contribution to the society of the time. Women's roles versus social norms. New York Times. And it's actually got those impact from the 1950s and 60s. If you notice when we write a search string how what we were looking for is often highlighted or in bold. That's great. So I'm going to take a screenshot again, and so I can show my work. And when I post that, I've got my search string, and then I've got there's my results. Okay, last problem. Find a PDF about the driving regulations for beginners in the state of Kansas. Well, guys, remember, we're looking for a type of document and then a document. So we need a file type, and our file type is a PDF. That's what we're looking for, okay? Now, we need to find driver's regulations. So we need let's try. Let's do and Kansas. So there we go. Let's see what we find. Again, and again, when I do my search, there it is, very first search. So I'm going to take a little screenshot of that to show that I found my stuff. And believe it or not, now you would be done with your homework. If you were actually doing this as homework for me, I'm asking you to write search strings and then show me results. I would save this. Oops, let's go to my Word. Save as. Save it as your last name, your first name. Save it to your desktop. And then where would you put it? You'd put it in your Drive folder. And there are instructions on how to do that and other places. But this is just practice. You are going to have 3 problems to do for your homework that's going to be due on Friday. And that should be placed in your Drive folder. So best of luck. Bye.